So being able to express genuine empathy is such an important leadership skill. It's about showing someone that you truly understand where they're coming from and also what they're feeling. And it's really as simple as genuinely saying something like, "I hear you," or "That must be tough." But sticking to those short, simple statements is not as simple as it sounds. We often slip into some common empathy misses. So here are 4 big empathy fails to avoid. Number 1 is not listening actively. Getting distracted, multitasking, waiting for your turn to talk. So instead, focus on good body language, forward towards the person, eye contact, and nodding to show that you're really in it with them. The second empathy miss is giving advice. And this comes from a good place because we want to help somebody, we want to support them, but we go into problem-solving mode and start to say, well, what if you did this, or could you do this, or maybe this would solve your problem. And this isn't empathy. So instead of jumping to give solutions, show that you acknowledge and understand their feelings. The third empathy miss is making it about you. So I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I know I've done it a bunch of times. You're in a discussion and someone's telling you about a struggle that they're having, or maybe something exciting that happened to them. And instead of acknowledging their feelings and listening really well, you start to tell a story about your own experience. Like, oh, that reminds me of when I went through that and this and that happened. And so again, I think it's coming from a good place. We want to create connection, but it's important to, and I think more powerful, to express empathy before you go into any back and forth exchange. The fourth empathy miss is dismissing someone's feelings. And most of us probably wouldn't do this, but sometimes we can find ourselves maybe slipping into it subtly. But essentially it's when you kind of try to maybe jolt someone out of their situation and you're saying something like, well, it's really not that bad, or things are going to get better, you'll be fine. And whether we mean it to be dismissive or not, that's how it can feel. So which of these 4 empathy fails do you find yourself falling into?